All right, hey guys. I'll try to keep this short, similar to yesterday. Yesterday, I did not trade today. I haven't traded at all, just in general over this week. Yeah, nothing's changed since April 10th. But yeah, I'll go ahead and delete the trades or the drawings that I had today, and I'll show you what we had. So on the, go ahead and get started here. Yeah, right here. There is a 4-hour order block right here. Keep in mind in the top right corner, it says that all of our time frames are aligned, which is what I'm interested in, realistically. Oh no, wait, this wasn't today. What am I talking about? Sorry. Wait, was this today? I can't tell anymore. Yes, this was today. Okay, never mind. Okay, that's that 4-hour order block. And then right up here, we have this 1-hour order block. So I was interested in either one. I didn't really care which one we hit. I was just interested in hitting one of them. I like my high time frame order blocks. That is what I care about. It's what I base pretty much all of my trades off of. So I was looking for my typical setup this morning. I went to the gym, I came back, and I was like making breakfast for myself and my roommate. We were making cheesy omelets. It was delicious. And I finish up and I'm like doing the dishes and I like get in like somewhere right in here and I see this and I'm like, okay, this is an interesting setup. We have SMTs. We just hit this level that I was super interested in. First, I saw it hit it here, like perfectly intersected the line, but I was like, I'm not going to take a trade off of that. Like even if we have a market structure shift or a change in state of delivery, I don't really care enough about that. Like that doesn't count for me. But then I see this, I'm like, okay, that's a good move. Now, I just want to see our entry sometime after open. And I'm still watching, and I'm like, all right, so technically this right here is a market structure shift, and this right here is a CISD, change in state of delivery. I'm not studying, I'm like, okay, this better not develop too fast because I actually want to take this trade. Like this would be a great trade, pretty textbook. The only issue is, as I'm like looking to trade, is this. Oh, we just hit 26,000. The only issue is this one thing. We're still in pre-market, and I've never done it. I've never taken a trade pre-market and held it through open. I've never done it, just because I think open is a volatile move, and I don't want to like be correct about the direction but wrong and get stopped out before we go and take out all my take profits. Like that's not something I'm looking for. But of course, we have everything we're looking for. We have our high time frame level at the 1-hour order block. We have our SMT on the 1 minute. These are all 1 minute SMTs. We have a bunch of them right in here. There's a bunch of SMTs with ES. We're making all sorts of them. It's great. We go up, we make a market structure shift, change in state of delivery. This could have been an entry right here. But then again, it's pre-market. So I'm like, all right, I can't do it yet. But so I'm waiting. And we come down and we hit this order block pre-market. And then within like the first couple seconds, we sit right here and then we explode to the upside. I mean, I'm talking we are just skyrocketing and then we end up retracing down. And I'm like, all right, well, I can't enter now. I mean, I would need it to come back down to this level in order to enter. And there's like this huge move happening. And so I didn't end up trading and I watched as price goes and takes out our news embargo highs right here. This is our buy side liquidity. This was my main target for today. Like that's what I was interested in. That's what I wanted to see because realistically, we don't have any targets outside. We're hitting highs that we haven't seen in weeks, maybe months. And I was like, and I'm watching price. And with the first couple minutes of open, we go and take out this level that I was interested in. It wasn't a huge move, but it was what? Yeah, 60 handles, 63 handles, 64 handles. And I was like, well, that was the target I was looking for. I'm not going to trade now. So called it good and packed up my stuff and got ready for class. That was my entire morning. It was actually kind of sad. But as much as I was upset about, I guess I wasn't upset. I was frustrated that I like had my finger over the buy button for when we hit this order block. And I was like, I just don't feel comfortable doing it because I've never like back tested trades pre-market. Like I've never done it. Like I like to take a trade after open because open gives us these big volatile wicks like this. And I don't want to enter after because that's not my key level. That's not where I want to enter. I want to enter down here at this change in state of delivery, at this market structure shift, at this order block. These are all levels that I'm incredibly interested in. But no, we had to. I got screwed over because the move happened pre. And if you look at this order block, it comes down perfectly to that consequent encroachment and then expands to the upside. This is our 8:30 opening price. I just made it hot pink because, or I guess dark pink because it's easier to see. I can differentiate it from all the other black lines on my screen. But yeah, that was today. That's kind of it for me today, honestly. I was annoyed. This level up here perfectly corresponds. So as price was going up, I was trying to figure out why it would want to go in a specific direction. And I decided that it was because of this 1 hour order block. And if you take price all the way over here, I mean, I know it's all just hindsight, really. I mean, there's no algorithm to it whatsoever. But if you go on the 15-second and you look at this bearish order block, oh shit, I forgot to do here, this will only take a second. But if you take fib levels over the entire thing, just divide the order block into quarters, and then you go back to where we were. You go down to the 15-second. You go back down to afternoon session. What do we do? What do we do right here? Like, you can't tell me this isn't an algorithm. I like looking for trades after 45, like 15 minutes before the kill zone, because I'm willing to take a trade 15 minutes before then. It's just because I think that there will be a zone that price moves into, either right before or during kill zone. I think that happens every day. In my opinion, that's just how I trade. And that's why I'm skeptical to trade before New York Open. It's a challenging thing for me to do. But this right here is perfect setup. We hit the CE, and then what do? We make SMTs, and this is after 45. So I'd be willing to take this trade. I didn't take it because all of our time frames were bullish, so I wasn't willing to take that. But if you look at it, this then gets closed right there. That's a market structure shift, and this right here is a change in state of delivery. So, I mean, you could have entered somewhere in here if you wanted to enter right off that. Otherwise, this level right here is a bearish order block on the 15-second that we perfectly enter into. I mean, like, just beautifully. And what do we do? What do we do right there? We hit the CE, within a couple ticks? Yeah, one tick. Yeah, one tick. We hit the CE, go past it by one tick, and then what do? We completely reverse and go to the downside for a retracement. I mean, it's so obvious to me. And we have these like smooth lows in here. All these lows in here would make a great target, in my opinion, just this low right here. I mean, sure, it goes farther down. I'm sure there's some kind of like 15-minute order block or something, but these lows right here look really good, in my opinion. But yeah, that's like, I don't know. It was a very it was a very good day, like very readable day. I was watching ICT's trade review today, and he was talking about how he didn't want to be trading in this price action. But I mean, I agree. I agree on some level because yes, it is kind of messy, but also there's a certain level, as he always says. I mean, he says this himself, but there's still an algorithm to it. Like as messy as it may be, you can trade like an FOMC day, you can trade an NFP day, you can trade a PPI day, you can trade these heavy news events, even though it may be choppy, especially on these FOMC days, which we don't have right now. But if like he's traded FOMC days before and been like, there's still an algorithm, it just gets messier. And I think it has been a little messy. You look at this pre-market price action, and it is a little messy. I will admit that. It's not very specific. But right before we get to open, we start making much more calculated moves, and we hit a level that I'm really interested in. We treat all of these levels perfectly. I mean, it's hard to be like, oh yeah, it's obviously not an algorithm or whatever, but yeah, that's 3 ticks beyond the CE. It's just so beautiful. And you know what lines up perfectly with that C is that 1 hour order block. I think the regular trading hours opening range gap. Where is that? Yeah, this is the yeah, that's the we'll probably end up coming down to this. I'll probably end up extending these levels because this is unfinished business. I mean, this entire range hasn't been filled. It'll probably be filled within the next probably this week, sometime this week. But yeah, no, I will be trading tomorrow. It's unfortunate that I missed yesterday's trade. Today, I'm like, I don't even know if I'm upset that I missed this trade because I didn't really miss it. Like, I watched it as it happened and I was like, yes, I want to trade this. Like, this is great. But I got this really like skeptical, like nervous feeling that that I haven't been getting recently of like, but I don't typically do this, so why would I do it? I was like hitting this like mental block. And I think I'm glad that I didn't, even though I would have made phenomenal money. I mean, it went not only here, but it went to my other take profit, being this bearish order block right here, which we hit perfectly right up here, right around noon 30. I mean, it's a beautiful move, and the entirety of that move from from here to, for the love of, going to lose. Oh, it's because I'm not pressing shift. Oopsies. It's pressing like control. Yeah, that's made me lose my mind. There we go. Yeah, 260 handles. Beautiful move. Predictable, insightful, really straightforward. This was the trade I wanted and took out that level I was interested in. I don't really know if I'm upset about it. I think what I'm gonna do from here, both physically and mentally, I'm gonna take note of this. I'm gonna be like, hey, this entry followed all of our rules. It was perfect technically. This had everything that I want to see in my model, or I guess it's like ICT's model technically, but it's just the model that I use, and I add some other stuff in there. But that's what I look for, and I mean, it was perfect. I think I'm gonna take note of this mentally and physically, and I think the idea is gonna be I this is the only setup I've ever found that's perfect right before open. So and it turned out to go well. I'm gonna see if I find another perfect setup right before open or like barely in pre-market. And if it's perfect and it goes my direction and that happens a second time, I think the third time I'd be willing to trade. But the first time, I mean, this is the first time I've ever seen this at least, and this is the only time that I've ever really looked for it. So I'm sure there's more examples of it, but I mean, I just, I'm definitely going to see if I can find this again sometime while tape reading. And if it proves to be true again, I will probably end up trading this if I ever see it again. But this is just kind of like a pattern recognition thing for me. It's something to physically and mentally take note of. But yeah, no, that's it for me today. No trades. It's been a really solid week, honestly, so far. Yesterday was great. I just missed that trade. Today, also great. I just didn't feel comfortable trading pre-market, getting in on these first few candles that typically tend to have a super large range. But I mean, we hit all the targets that I was interested in. There was this, I think it was PPI news this morning. We hit that news event, that news high, which is what I was interested in. And then I saw price going to this 1 hour bearish order block from a long time ago, and that's exactly what we went to. And then we reacted off of the CE of that order block and took out lows before we continued going higher to where we are now, consolidating for Asia session. So I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good about it. But yeah, that's it for me today. I hope this was insightful. I hope you all enjoyed. I also wanted to give a shout out to the people that have subscribed recently. I'm up to 9 subscribers, which I really appreciate. I hope you all continue enjoying my content. And if you guys, as always, want anything specific, feel free to let me know. I'm happy to explain pretty much anything. This is all I do with my time, besides work out. So yeah, let me know what you guys want to see. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here, and I will see you all on the next one. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.